Welcome back, everybody, to the Mario Kart 8 Retro Tracks Retrospective. Today we're going to be finishing up the original 3DS courses. And so we're going to be starting off with track number 2, Music Park. Or as some people might know it as Melody Motorway. Because, you know, there's differences in regions, and, you know, they got different names and stuff like that. Although, I did actually read this track has got literally 2 bits of trivia, one of which is relevant to the actual name discrepancy, and well, you see, might as well just read it now. So the banners around the track have the name Music Park on them, even in the PAL versions of the game, where the track is known as Melody Motorway. This is intentionally included for online play purposes. So I think what we can take away from that is that the official name of the track actually is Music Park, but it also reminds me of the Super Bell Subway track from the DLC Pack 2, and there's a couple of stops that the subway can actually reach, although, you know, not actually, it's just stuff in the background, but there's it says Yoshi Circuit and Music Park, and so again, it says Music Park no matter which version you're playing in, you know, for the Super Bell Subway stop. Anyway, so here we are in the original 3DS Music Park. Wow, I almost forgot the name. Isn't that weird? Although, and then from watching this video, I actually realized that once again, just like from Mario Kart Wii, you can hold an item and then get another one. Pretty broken. Oh my. Okay, these guys jump a lot faster than in the Wii U version, I notice. But, yeah, although, you know, this track actually does look really good, even in the Mario Kart 7 version. RIP. And, of course, once again, thank you to Jakey DeRocker for recording the 3DS videos. However, he had to get hit by a blue shell right at the finish line. Yeah, I think that's gonna mess up the syncing of the side-by-side comparison. But, well, that's neither here nor there. Although, I will actually mention, as we're going to the Wii U remake, that I did like in the Mario Kart 7 version how, you know, as you're driving by, you know, the things that I just drove by there in the little teaser, you know, the lights that go up and down on the sides of the track, I like how they changed the color of the actual road. You know, I don't remember actually noticing that in this version, but I guess I'll be looking out for it now. Anyway, alright, so here we are with our fancy Music Park banners, and here we go, off we are. Anyway, alright, so I think immediately the one thing that really stands out, out of all of the 3DS courses, is that, surprisingly, and I've said this multiple times, the track is bigger in the Wii U version. Although, you know, I honestly didn't expect that from the 3DS version. I mean, even though it did go back to the 8-player thing, I don't know, it's just like, I just expected the tracks to be just as big. Yeah, okay, it does kind of shift the colors here, but I don't know, it looks different. It's just, I don't know, I can't really tell. I don't know why, I can't tell, okay? Leave me alone. So here's the big musical fat note guys. Okay, yeah, okay, no, it does look kind of similar-ish, the same, whatever. I can't tell if the colors on the road are actually changing. Oh my goodness. As the lights go up and down, but whatever. Anyway, let's get rid of that lightning and move on into the third lap, because once again, as I have done before, I'm getting rid of the second lap. Weird. Alright, so, you know, I don't remember if I did that in the second lap, but, I don't remember driving off the side of the road where those boost pads actually are. Although I'm just jumping up and down with this song. I'm really enjoying this. And then, of course, you know, as you're driving over these keyboards, you know, it's just different tones and musical notes. Although that's the sound of the xylophone instead of... I would imagine it should sound like a piano, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, like I said, those guys jump a lot faster in the 3DS version. I didn't actually get to do a side-by-side comparison of that, because I don't think I actually noticed it. But, oh well. You know, I pointed it out now, so it counts. There you go. And I do like the little, you know, if you notice, there's like little glowy, I don't know, lights in the air. You know, they just kind of look like sparkles, I guess. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's, you know, it's not really something that you notice a lot because, again, I literally just noticed it there and completely forgot that it existed. Anyway, so here's our side-by-side comparison between 3 years. Now, yeah, like I said, it is slightly bigger in the Wii U version, and by that end, that means that it's a lot quicker to get through the 3DS version. As you can see here, I had to do a little bit of skippery. Aside from the fact that I wasn't really drifting either, I had to do some skippery because of the fact that the 3DS version is in fact shorter. Yeah, I know, the skips were kind of random. But again, Jakey decided to, you know, just consistently drift through all of the turns while I was just kind of going slowly because, you know, I just kind of wanted to be able to show everything off nice and slowly. And of course, he had to get hit by that blue shell, so it really screwed up the syncing for, you know, the finish line thing, but, yeah, whatever. A little, you know, something different for, you know, just once, whatever. Anyway, so here we go with Piranha Plant Slide, and, of course, you know, I didn't even get to mention this in the previous track, but, of course, with the wacky background thing that I went with here, the 3DS recordings. Yeah, I know, it's just... it was quicker and faster that way. And I mentioned that in the previous part, and that's my story. I was sticking with it. So here we go. You know, and the biggest thing though that sticks out to me for this course is that the course itself looks a lot more like Super Mario Brothers, whereas like the Wii U version just kind of looks. I mean, it's the same sort of, you know, it's the same track, but it's just like. It doesn't have the same, like, sort of coloring and, you know, the 8-bit sort of looking backgrounds. Okay, that was rude. You know, like in here, you know, you've got the very obvious bluish underground Goombas. You know, then we're going underwater, blah, 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 in this pipe, which is a lot shorter, once again, than the Wii U version. And then it's just, like, the most striking thing is when you come out and you just see all the brown bricks that just look like they just came straight from Super Mario Bros. It just does not look like that in the Wii U version. Plus the clouds in the sky. So, yeah, this looks a lot more NES rather than the Wii U version. Also, I totally forgot to mention, completely forgot, that this Music Park is the third course in the Flower Cup in Mario Kart 7, and in Mario Kart 8, it is the third track in the Leaf Cup, which is actually the third most difficult cup in the retro courses in Mario Kart 8. So yeah, so it's a little bit of a shift from the second cup to the third cup, but whatever, you know. It might have actually been the fact that, I don't know, maybe it's because they made the track slightly bigger in the Wii U version. Maybe they felt it was more difficult in that sense, or maybe by comparison to the other ones that they chose. Oh, that was fancy. And then once again, Jakey gets hit by a blue shell right at the end. What is happening here? But yeah, maybe it's just like in comparison to the other tracks that they picked for, you know, the Banana Cup and the Shell Cup. It's just like they're easier than this one. I do, and I really like the course intro music for this game and the results music for this game. It's pretty good. I like it. Anyway, here we go through the Wii U remake. I forget how to speak sometimes, you know, you have to forgive me. It's just like I said, it really doesn't have that Super Mario Brothers flair to it. It just looks, I know it might sound a little bit weird, but it looks a lot more realistic. Just because of the fact that, you know, they decided not to go with the Super Mario Bros. Look, and it just, you know, they went with, like, realistic-looking blocks, you know, to make up the castles, and then, you know, then you're going through here, and it doesn't really have that bluish color, that bluish tinge, like in, you know, the underground levels in Super Mario Bros. And also, yeah, the Goombas down here are brown, so it's, I don't know, it just doesn't have that same feel. You know, I'm actually a little bit torn as to which version I like better. It's just, you know, because I'm such an old school gamer, and I love that retro stuff. You know, I love Super Mario Bros. I don't know, it's just like, it's, I think it's nice, though, that there's a definitive difference between the two like that. You know, it just makes both of them unique. But anyway, let's see. Oh, there was one more thing for Music Park in the trivia. I guess this one isn't really as exciting. But it says, similar to the Electrodrome, Music Park has several panels that, when driven over, make up several ascending beats. Alright, whatever. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Alright. But, yeah, it's... Like I said, you know, I do like how the versions look different, but I do still appreciate the fact that they tried to go with the same look, you know, for the Wii U version, even though they made the actual, like, textures and stuff, you know, unique and different. And they still went with, you know, oh, here we are, we're starting off the pipe, and then we're going, you know, to the underground, then, like, down a big pipe, you know, and then into underwater, just like in Super Mario Brothers, so... Anyway, there's literally no trivia for Piranha Plant Slide, also known as Piranha Plant Pipeway in the PAL versions. I completely forgot to mention that. But it's the first course of the Star Cup in Mario Kart 7, and in Mario Kart 8, it is the second track in the Lightning Cup, which is the most difficult one. So, alright. I guess that's it then. Boop, and we're done. And yeah, this is actually another track that was upgraded to, you know, the like a cup difficulty higher than the actual game that it came from. Anyway, let's go with that side-by-side comparison. So I just decided to do, with this track, I just decided to do a full lap sort of thing, because it was mostly synced. You know, Jakey didn't go too quickly through this one, which is appreciable. But yeah, so again, side by side, everything is so much more blue in the Mario Kart 7 version. And, oh, yeah, I didn't even notice the blue, oh, rip, the blue Goombas. That's probably why it was synced in the Mario Kart 7 version, because you got hit by stuff. Yeah, the pipe is so much shorter. And then I just decided to do a random skip here, and then we're on the final lap here. Jakey went up here. I actually didn't show off the fact that there was another little platform pathway that you could take. But again, here comes the blue shell, and then I decided to actually go through this little shortcut thing. I don't know if Jakey actually showed that off in a previous lap, but it synced pretty nicely right up until the end. So that's it for all of the non-DLC courses in Mario Kart 8. Now, if you think I'm not doing the DLC courses, you are completely and utterly wrong. Join me in Part 9, where we will be doing the first 2 retro courses from the DLC packs of Mario Kart 8. See you all next time!